You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Monday to you, sir. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. You know, rest ready to go.
This new year doesn't even feel new anymore. It's like we're second week.
Yeah. It hasn't changed much,
same
really.
old.
Yeah, just busting through it. It's, man, we appreciate this actually 365 days a week. But this day is set aside on a national platform as National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day.
Yeah, very nice.
So, you know, it doesn't take much. See one of our folks in Blue out there, you just go, hey, you know what? Thanks for doing what you do.
If you want a chance to talk to them one-on-one, all you got to do is go like 95 miles an hour. Pretty much any street, and they will.
I do not
over.
recommend that.
No, I don't think you should, but I'm just saying if you do, you'll get a chance to chat.
Gilligan has a birthday today. Bob Denver.
Yeah, he passed away. That's too bad.
You guys aren't old enough, but I first came across Bob Denver. Dobie Gillis is Maynard G. Krebs.
Yeah.
He was a beatnik.
He was funny on that.
Yeah.
He was a talented dude. I always liked him.
You know, he owned a radio station before he passed away?
I did not know
That's
that.
probably what killed him.
Well, you know, there are theories.
That is true.
37th President of the United States of America, Richard Milhous Nixon.
Oh, yeah.
Born this day. Holy cow, the Watergate thing. I got to live through that in real time. I was a senior in high school.
Yeah.
And the social teacher would roll in a TV set, and we'd sit there and watch the Watergate hearings.
Yeah.
Which kind of beat the heck out of cracking textbooks.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
You know, it's like what's
But you
going
were
on
living
here.
history at the time.
It was a living history, absolutely. And I had the pleasure of actually meeting G. Gordon Liddy,
Yeah.
who was part of the Watergate
Was he
Hotel
a nice
break-in.
guy or no?
Nice guy?
That's what I'm asking.
He's a thoroughly dangerous individual.
He doesn't
Very
seem like a
smart.
nice fella.
Just the vibes off him. And he wasn't very big.
Oh.
He was maybe 5'8" or something. Not a big guy.
Oh, he just seems larger than
But
life.
I was at, he did keynote speak at a convention in Atlanta, actually. And I made time to go up and meet him after his talk. And I got within maybe 5-6 feet of him, and the vibe just bled off him. It's like,
Wow.
this guy can kill you in 2 seconds
Yeah.
and not bat an eye. He was fantastic.
He was fantastic.
He really was.
He's now your spirit animal.
Dave Matthews is 56 today. He was in a band named after himself.
That's pretty cool.
What are the odds?
That's a good reason to join the band.
Yeah.
You know, he's from South Africa?
Did not know that.
Yeah. So he is an African American.
So is, what's his name?
That other guy?
Yeah.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon Musk, thanks.
A South
That's
African
exactly who I was thinking of. Yeah, Dave Matthews Band's great hits over the years. Ants Marching,
Oh, yeah.
Samurai Cop, Crash Into Me. But my personal favorite, the 1994 classic, What Would You Say?
Oh, yeah, that's a good tune.
It is. I absolutely love these lyrics. You ready?
I'm ready.
Ready?
What would you say? Don't drop the big one. If you a monkey on a string, don't cut my lifeline. If you a doggy on a chain, don't bite the mailman. What would you say?
Nice. That's lovely.
Boil it down, get it done. All right. Let's take a little look at history here. What is going on? This is amazing because it's like 1931. Okay, the aviation industry is certainly taking off, coming into its own to some extent, but still, it's only 1931. A couple of young ladies, Bobby Trout and Edna Mae Cooper, break and set the endurance record for female aviators, returning to Mines Field in Los Angeles after flying their Curtiss Robin monoplane, which is the opposite of a stereo plane, consistently.
That was funny.
Thank you, Heidi.
You're welcome.
I think that means it had one way, not two.
Flying that plane continuously for 122 hours
Holy
and
cow.
50 minutes.
That's a long time.
It's like 5 days.
So how did they have enough gas to do that?
You shouldn't ask me questions.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
You know better, John.
Hey, don't make eye contact.
We've talked about this.
Look away.
And what's funny is I had the exact same question, and all I had to do was research it, but I didn't.
Okay.
That's just the beauty of me, John.
Because you couldn't do that with a plane today. There's no way you'd have enough fuel. But back then, it was probably a lot more fuel efficient. And
Not sure how
lighter.
they pulled it off.
Yeah.
Out of the world of sports, and I think we've had this conversation, John, because you're a big sports guy.
I don't like sports at all.
Yeah, but you've weighed in on this, and a lot of people have.
I always weigh in on things I don't know anything about. part of my problem.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
I do that way too much.
This day in 1991, Major League Baseball officially bans Pete Rose from ever being elected to the Hall of Fame.
Boo.
For betting on baseball.
But he wasn't betting on his games.
See, here he goes.
See, I've heard his defense.
So says he. He was managing the Cincinnati Reds.
But I'm saying he wasn't betting on that team.
Rules are rules, man.
Yeah, I suppose.
And in 2007, I actually watched this. I don't know why. This day in 2007, Apple Inc. CEO Steve Jobs unveils a little gadget he calls the iPhone.
I remember that.
Yep.
Kind of a game changer in the world of electronics.
Oh, yeah.
You could get the 4 gigabytes for $499. If you wanted 8 GBs, $599.
Yeah.
And they sold a good couple dozen of them.
Oh, yeah, they did all right that first year.
Some people still have those.
Oh,
you know that.
Yeah, you can get them all refurbished.
No, I mean, like there's
whatnot,
updates, but some people still carry one of them iPhone things.
Why not? Why not?
I've never been a fan.
It's fun to just say stuff. I tried pulling a Dan, and it didn't work coming out of me. You guys both looked at me like I'm nuts. I'll just be quiet again.
All right. I know. You know. We all know. We just move ahead here.
Gonna do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Excited to visit with another of the very funny comedians who will be joining us later this month for Snow Jam Comedy Festival. We've got Martin Phillips from Washington, D.C. Martin, how are you, sir?
Hey, I'm doing well. All good here.
Well, I'm excited to see you again. You were here in 2022 as well. And is this your second time, or have you been here more than twice?
This will be my second time. I had such a good time last year. I said, hey, why not? I'll go back to South Dakota, no problem.
Well, we're excited to have you back. And it was a lot of fun last year to get a chance to see you do some really fun stand-up comedy. And now, how long have you been a stand-up comic, Martin?
Oh, it's been a number of years. I got 9 years or so. It's been, years keep piling up. But yeah, 8 or 9 years.
And what was it that first made you decide, I'm gonna try this stand-up comedy thing?
I just don't know. I just always thought it was funny, so I just tried it and I enjoyed it. And I found out, not to indulge, but I did well. So I found out that, yeah, I guess I actually am funny. I guess it's proven. So I just wanted to do it and I did it.
I love that. And I will agree. He is a very funny dude. I had a chance to see him last year. Now, you're going to be back in Sioux Falls. Did you have a fun time in Sioux Falls last year?
Yeah, it was a good time. I really enjoyed it.
Were there any things that surprised you about Sioux Falls? Because that was your first time being here, right?
Yeah, it was my first time there. Actually, I think I saw in Sioux Falls that actually the statue of David is in Sioux Falls.
Yeah.
Is that remember? Well, if you don't mind, I think it's in Italy, but I was like, I didn't know this was in South Dakota.
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah,
we had a little art heist. We stole it from Italy and brought it here. No, it's a copy, but it's a really nice copy of it. And yeah, that is. It's in Faywick Park in downtown Sioux Falls.
Yeah. So, and I did go to the falls last year, but it was frozen. So I imagine it would be the same this year. But I think seeing it frozen was actually pretty cool. I don't know, maybe I'd rather see it frozen than actually running. Seeing it frozen was pretty neat looking too, though.
Absolutely. Well, we're excited to see you again in just a couple of weeks here now. And for folks that haven't had a chance to see you, Martin, let's talk about your style of stand-up comedy. What kind of humor and what kind of stand-up comedy do you do?
I don't know. I gotta do a little bit of everything. Have observation, maybe it can get kind of absurd. Just a little mix of everything is what I seem to tend to, as long as Like if the joke gets a laugh, I'll keep doing the joke. So a lot of stuff I observe. Like I have a new bit about how my shower water gets too hot and stuff. And why does it get so hot? And
Nice.
Stuff like that.
Well, we're excited to see you in Sioux Falls once again. Thank you so much for taking some time to chat with me, sir.
Oh, no problem.
Again, Martin Phillips, one of the many funny comics who will be joining us in Sioux Falls, South Dakota for Snow Jam Comedy Festival. It is coming up later this month, January 19th, 20th, and 21st in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. You can get tickets. There's a bunch of different events. You can get a pass for the whole weekend, or you can go to individual events. But you're going to want to get the tickets sooner rather than later because a lot of these will sell out. All of the details at snowjamcomedyfest.com. There's no W on snow. It's SNO, snowjamcomedyfest.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Monday?
I'm always looking for just people who do strange things, and it's the drug deal is just fascinating.
Drug deal?
Just the whole world of drugs and narcotics and just the crazy stuff that happens. And I found this story semi-amusing, actually. Dateline, Hartley, Texas.
Okay.
Late last week, 2 suspects. They called the sheriff's department. They were driving. They're going, "Hey, look, there's someone after us. We need some help."
Oh.
Just paranoid. They said, "Well, we've got a deputy at such and such." It was the hitching post in Hartley. It's like a cafe, a retail shop, whatever. It's just down the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
These guys sounded like, rubber's going to meet the road here. Someone is in pursuit of them.
Yeah.
So sure enough, they roll into the hitching post, blow out of their car, and aggressively move towards the deputy.
Oh, okay. That's not good.
Thing leads to another, going, something's really wrong here. Well, they end up on the ground face down and cuffed. Turns out they were drug traffickers. They had imbibed in their own merchandise.
Ooh.
Got super paranoid from the marijuana and the meth.
Oh, yeah. Nobody was following them.
There was nobody following them, but they were convinced.
They called the police on themselves.
Not only that, they drove themselves right to the deputy.
And ran into the arms of the officer waiting for them.
During a search of their vehicle, deputies found 3 large totes and a suitcase filled with 129 pounds of marijuana.
Oh, my goodness.
Several pounds of methamphetamine. They've both been booked, and they completely did it themselves.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I bet they got fired.
You are bad drug traffickers. Yeah. We had a story last week about a guy who the police department posted the top 10 most wanted for the county. And this guy posted on there, "What about me?" And they said, yeah, that's right. You have some warrants. And they went and arrested him. He literally drew attention to himself. Sometimes being a criminal is not necessarily for smart folks.
No, they're not the brightest bulbs. So
not all.
In the morning, waking up in their cells, they said they looked somewhat embarrassed.
How did we get here? Oh, it's quite the tale, let me tell you.
Yeah,
well, Dan, thanks for that. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Hey, prosperous, blessed day. I'll catch up with you in the morning, John and Heidi.
Sounds good. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Here's a Market Beat Minute for Monday, January 9th, 2023.
Equity markets surged Friday after the NFP report showed wage growth slowed. The S&P 500 gained more than 2.5% on the news, but traders are warned to caution. The wage growth has slowed, but the remainder of the labor data remains hot, including the JOLTS report on job openings. At the current levels, job openings will continue to spur upward mobility for many Americans and wage inflation simultaneously. This week could be a big one for the market. Not only does the Q4 earnings season kick off Friday, but the CPI report is due that day as well. It may confirm a peak in inflation, but will probably not show a sustained downtrend until later this year. The risk is that it will be hotter than expected and leave the FOMC with little choice but to keep raising interest rates. In this scenario, the outlook for S&P 500 earnings will take another hit, and the index may fall along with it. You can get the inside track for Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.